that shit drop. Yeah. Man, we've been doing this for quite some time, and we're gonna keep on keeping on, you know? Oh, get with it or stay away from it. But either way, we going to the top. Can't even afford coming over. You pay the price since it's unimportant. So unimportant. So having you, I don't need you in my life. I feel like I'm crossed. I put that on God. Feeling like the top. Feeling like the king. Everything you beat, it ain't really what it seems. Traveling, seeing all the world's problems. Trying to tell you how we get it and how we can solve them. I'm on a top flight now. I came from the bottom. Ain't gotta check my credibility. They know I got them. Came in and over. I still getting better. You let it on me in the falling. So pandemic, you can't even afford coming over. You pay the price since it's unimportant. So unimportant. No, I don't want you. I don't need you in my life. Making heaven pay for the paper.
So high that certain people can't even be around you because your energy is so strong. Vibrate so high that anybody that's wishing to do evil upon you, it shall be revealed. Vibrate so high that any evil entity feels uncomfortable in your presence. Vibrate so high.
What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy Jada Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris John. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah!
BTBTV. Chris John, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man. Yeah. Right, never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick raps door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the ropes. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best, if you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair. BTBTV. Just ain't fair, man.
Salute everybody. We back at it like a crack at it. Round two, bro. We putting in the work. This one right here, we got one. Good evening. Good evening.
Black eyes. Salute everybody in the chat.
Salute everybody coming in the chat. Big Reds, everybody, Sunny Light, Big Dog, Danny Dev.
Yeah, we'll see y'all here, man. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, appreciate y'all coming in here, man. We gonna go ahead and get deeper down this rabbit hole they call this Diddy, this Jay-Z, the DJ Khaled's, like I
The
told you
P
now.
Diddy hole. We getting out of P
That's
Diddy
right.
hole.
So what we got is we got this publicist. Now, I don't know. He claimed to be a publicist for Lil Boosie. He was also Drake's publicist. He was the one, he claims allegedly was the one that threw that rumor out there that Drake had a child. Now he's going into something deep. He's saying it's not alleged. He saw these people. He talked about Sway in the morning. We're gonna get into it. So I want to see what's going on out here in the field with this. So, Bourne, you got anything you want to say before we get started?
Yo, peace to the 5% nation of guys and nerves. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahmatullah, all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out here. It's the King of New Jersey, it's BTBTV. We bullying the bullies. I'm honored to sit down, my brother Cross. You know what I'm saying? Cross the Plug podcast, Cross the Clothing Merchandise, Cross the business, the brand, the CEO. You know what I'm saying? And you know this is Born Divine Almighty, Allah, the God, the King of New Jersey. We ain't no Bloods, no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBTV that started his own game with nigga Cross.
Man, salute. I see your street media in the building. Sit down and shut up sports. Yeah, I saw that, a little bit of that young Dolph's thing. So we'll get into that. But I wanted to get into this because I don't know if anybody saw this, where this publicist said that. And this guy's over in Canada. But he said he was Boosie's publicist or whatever. The guy name is Jonathan Hayes. So Jonathan Hayes, this is what he said. So let's get into see what Jonathan got to say.
Moment you had a moment of clarity. You realized, you know, things are getting dark, and this is the reason because I've involved myself in this.
Correct. Yeah.
Guys' nerves.
Now, I want to get into some important things that you said in the interview, specifically that the man you have behind you.
Mm-hmm.
In the interview you did with Jaguar Wright, you messaged me and you told me that Jaguar claimed that she believed Drake was somehow involved in this home invasion situation.
That's correct. So I was working with two people. I was working with Boosie Badass and I was working with Drake. And I was working with Drake through a situation that I can't talk about so freely, but yes, I was involved in the situation with Drake that is out there really heavy in the media. So when she said that, because 3 people pled guilty.
Did Drake hire you directly, or was it Drake's baby mother?
It was Drake's baby mother. And then it was also when it's like she hires me and then I'm working for Drake and I'm dealing with his lawyer and stuff like that.
And I know you can, like you said, you can't release what
Both.
You were working with him for, essentially.
Both.
But this is around what time? What year?
This was right when the home invasion, 2017.
2017, around that time. Okay.
April.
Okay, continue. Sorry about that. Just wanted
to... So I was working with both.
All right.
But I never thought that, you know, Drake, because as I said, 3 people pled guilty and went to prison. But weird things would keep happening with law enforcement. Weird things that were very powerful, right? That were unexplainable, because there was another person that for sure should have been indicted. And this other person was dating one of the people who went to prison.
Is that why Jaguar Wright thinks that Drake might have something to do with it?
Jaguar Wright said so because she had found something on the dark web.
Salute.
Because she's been through some trauma herself, is what led her to believe that. When she said that in the interview, it was completely shocking for me, because I never even thought that. I knew that I was dealing with something so powerful. And it's not like Drake would I don't think Drake would, you know, contact somebody and say that. But it's his, like, he's so powerful and he generates so much money that, like I said, they have handlers, they have managers, they have lawyers, they have stuff. Somebody was doing something, and I don't want to say him at all, right? Because I don't necessarily, you know, believe that, but somebody connected to him for sure. So, but then something else happened. Somebody who watched the interview pointed out Drake's lyrics to the song. If you want to pull them up, you can.
N-word scared to come towards us, gotta run from us. Louisville, hush money for my young gunners.
Okay, let's stop there. Let's stop there. The Louisville hush money. I was in Louisville. That's very far from Toronto or anything else I had. It's a small town, Louisville, Kentucky. And he says, Louisville. Well, what's that? What does he say after that?
Hush money for my young gunners.
And the hush money would be probably the situation with his baby mama. Was you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he says the gunners. It was an armed robbery.
Yeah.
And then he says,
pick patinos. I take them to strip clubs and casinos. Stack of C notes. Get all your N-words scratched like Primo.
So getting scratched, obviously he's getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
The strippers are, and the casinos are, when I gave him my debit cards, because we're just trying to survive. And so I gave him like my right PIN number.
Yeah.
And my credit card, because I remember the police were like, well, why would you do that? Because I'm thinking, well, maybe he's going to go right down the street in St. Matthews and make sure that the PIN number works. And so then he's going to come back and tell us, because there was 2 people in there.
Exactly.
Right? So they took it and it worked. They went to a strip club, which was so stupid because they're on camera using my card. That's how they got their ID. And then they went across the bridge to the casino.
Yeah, and look, don't get me wrong. I expose artists all the time, and Drake is one of the artists that I've spent a lot of time on investigating. And when the whole XXX Tentacion situation happened, no one can prove he had any involvement in it or not, but it was the same thing as this. It's like he wanted people to believe he was involved with the lyrics that he had. He had specific lyrics that were targeting X and almost like bragging about taking him out, whether he had something to do with it or not.
Exactly.
But he definitely is a clever man, and he is the type of person who does everything, hidden. He sneak disses. It's the way he operates. He doesn't address it directly. He likes to sneak this. He likes to add little coded terms and coded messages. And like you said, in that interview, I heard you state that you were working with his baby mom.
Mm-hmm.
He, for some reason, believed that you were involved in that information about Adonis, his son, being leaked. And maybe it's the reason why a person like Drake would be upset at a publicist like you, who was the one that the label was working with or his management was working with. And who knows, he could have 100% made a call and got something like this done. I wouldn't put it past Drake.
He could have, but I think it's exactly what you said. And I'm glad you said that and pointed that out, because it's been like, jarring my head since you said that. Not only Drake, but other powerful people, because I was up against a powerful entity for sure. Like, I think it's the latter, because Louisville hush money, like, that's he doesn't have Louisville hush money anywhere else. And I'm not saying that he gave me, Louisville hush money. I don't want to say that, but people can kind of come to the conclusion. But Louisville hush money is very straightforward, and coming with guns and then doing something and then going to strip club and casino, which is exactly where they went. And the police thought they were so stupid to go to a strip club and a casino. Right. So it's all very strange. And I think he was mad probably because I was blamed for the Pusha T thing. But then that was like immediate. That was like after that happened, with this baby mama, because the relationship is, I was working with Saha the Prince forever. Saha the Prince is like Kanye West's main writer. If you look up Saha the Prince, his real name is Sidell Young. And if you look at Kanye, a lot of Kanye West's writing credits are from Sidell Young. He was signed to Good Music, and he worked directly under Pusha T. And Saha the Prince has been like my friend and somebody I've worked with for over 10 years, right? At the point. Yeah. So people thought that because nobody else knew that she was pregnant with Drake's baby, right? And so, and all the information that came out in the Pusha T diss, a lot of people felt that was me from telling Saha, who told Pusha T. And I can tell you the honest to God truth, just as I told them, I never told Pusha T one thing about it. I mean, I never told Sahada Prince one thing about it. We never even talked about it. We've never even had conversations like that. We would just collaborate on stuff. Like, it wasn't like he was a friend, but he's not somebody that I'm going to confide in. I don't even think
a business friend.
Yeah, I don't think he knew about the home invasion. We never talked about it. Right. So they just assume, because it's like, where did this information come from? So maybe Drake, when he was dropping that Sandra Rose album, and that's the Scorpion album cover behind me, where the Sandra Rose album is. I mean, what the Sandra Rose song is, maybe that was him letting me know, like, you know, ha ha ha, you know,
showing his power. No, I get exactly what you're saying. And if for the audience, as I already explained earlier in the video, the pattern is there. It all lines up perfectly. If Drake possibly thought you were the only person with this information, or, you know, the only person that could have leaked this information, in his mind, I see it intimidation towards you. Him, you know, a way to say, you know, you did something I don't like, now you're going to pay for it. What did it happen after or before?
I was working with Drake during when it happened.
Okay, so and then the information was leaked.
The Pusha T disc came out after, like, you know, 3-4 months afterwards.
3-4 months afterwards. But there was talks maybe behind the scene or something, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You know, to me, I personally, and a lot of people on this channel have seen that these artists, they operate on their own set of rules. And then they do specific things like this, where they will taunt you. They will say things, because even with the Drake, with the X situation, where he had lyrics at the level of Jay-Z, so they had no issues with throwing you, you know, under the bus and blaming it on you. And if they say if it's all a rumor, then it's all a rumor, and everyone's going to go with that story, because nobody wants to believe it. Nobody wants to believe that their idols are evil, or their idols are doing anything wrong. So they're already coping and making excuses for it, even when the evidence is in their face. And it's a lot of people saying that Jay-Z, like you said, is next. Do you believe Jay-Z is next, though?
I do.
But how, in what sense? Do you think that they will allow a person like Jay-Z to be taken from his position? Because it looks like they're clearing Diddy's spot to give it to him.
That's a good point. But I think what you should look in, and maybe flash the lyrics on the screen to that, is the song that he did with Foxy Brown on his debut album, and which was in 1996. She was a minor, and listen to the content that a grown man is having with a minor, and just read the lyrics. It's "Ain't no player" is the clean version, and the explicit version is "Ain't no N-word." And this is an adult doing a song with a minor. I think she's 14, 15, 16 at the oldest, with that kind of lyrical content is absolutely crazy.
Even let's stop right there and break this down so far. What you done heard, boy, this goes deep. Like, this dude is breaking it down. He gonna get into some other people, but just a simple fact how he was talking about, and we had brought it up before, me and you talking about the whole Jay-Z and the Foxy Brown situation. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. Again, like he said, those lyrics are very explicit. And on top of that, what do you think? You think Jay-Z, you think they're going to come look? Because again, Jay-Z and him are homeboys. And you got to think about the thing with the whole conspiracy behind that chick that allegedly came up missing, that Diddy and Jay-Z was kicking it with. The one that Jay-Z got
Jay-Z had somebody, yeah. And you also got to think about this too. Foxy Brown even said that Jay-Z did them things to her.
Yeah, true.
She said it. And you want to think about it, Nas even said something about Jay-Z messing with Foxy Brown when she wasn't of age.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I said it's crazy. Salute. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like.
Ski. That like Mother Boy, Street Media TV. You know what I'm saying? So you know, able to sit down and shut up sports and entertainment. I see you, Momo B. Salute to you.
Salute.
You know
salute.
I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna get deep. So let's keep going. I just wanted to hear what you had to say about that. Because like you said, he did. He did bring up the Foxy Brown, and for him to bring that up, and he pulling up, and think about how he did it. He pulled up the 96 lyrics. So they gonna read these lyrics. Same thing they do in these drill rappers. It's got to go both ways. If these drill rappers are getting used, they raps are used for evidence, then it's got to go for it's got to go a whole nother way too as well. So
yeah, you're right.
So let's get into this.
Nas, and you can say Nas was just dissing Jay-Z, but Nas specifically stated that Jay-Z and R. Kelly were doing the same thing with the same girls that were at the studio together, you know, and that's a strong accusation. But let's be honest, it's like what they're saying now about Drake. Oh, Drake's into the minors. If you have been following Drake loves to rap about hooking up with 18, 19, as young as he can. That's what he legally states. But if you're aiming for an 18-year-old at 36, you're not gonna compromise at a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old. It wouldn't matter. It's the same thing. What's the difference between a 16 and an 18-year-old besides the fact that they're legal? But they're both still teenagers, and they're both still extremely young and undeveloped, mentally at least, you know? Okay. And would you say that there's another P. Diddy in the industry or more P. Diddy's in the industry from your time at the industry?
P. Diddy he's a one-on-one. Like the fact that we call him P. Diddy and, you know, Puff Daddy and Puffy and Sean Combs and all the different variations. He's a one-on-one with like his like level of freak offs. And his was like, he did it for so long because he's doing it out in the open. You know, he's got a 40-foot bed in his backyard and people are, you know, jumping on it. And he's having these freak off parties with like a lot of people involved. And then they got bigger and bigger. Like they found, you know, thousands of bottles of like lubricant, literally.
Baby oil.
Yeah. So like, I think he was just all out in the open. Like, you know, I can do whatever I want. I think the other people that are doing it are much more careful, much more calculated, and are much more wicked.
So they're in there. That's exactly my question. My question is there more people that you believe that are still behaving like Diddy? Yeah. But understand this.
And I would say with what I do know for a fact, not alleged, but DJ Khaled is bisexual. And Jay-Z has also participated in bisexual activities.
Whoa, that's a big statement to make there, bro. Born, what do you think about that statement?
Right, that is a real big statement to make, to be honest. He said he's seen Jay-Z in the bed with Diddy. Well, we seen Jay-Z. We seen Jay-Z and we seen Dame Dash in the bed with Diddy yesterday on my channel. Remember the pictures?
Yeah.
The pictures I sent you, right?
I know. You sent me the pictures of him and Dame. That's why Dame is getting the backlash. Yeah, that's crazy, dog. This is crazy. Hold on, everybody in the chat's going crazy. Diddy name going, yeah.
Yo, Stony Ski shit. Shout out.
Let's go back. Let's make sure we heard him correctly.
You know, thousands of bottles of like lubricant, literally.
Baby oil.
Yeah. So like, I think he was just all out in the open. Like, you know, I can do whatever I want. I think the other people that are doing it are much more careful, much more calculated, and are much more wicked.
So they're in there. That's exactly my question. My question is there more people that you believe that are still behaving like Diddy? Yeah. But understand this.
And I would say with what I do know for a fact, not alleged, but DJ Khaled is bisexual. And Jay-Z has also participated in bisexual activities.
George Macon, I sent you the link.
For your safety?
There's no, I would say allegedly, if it was allegedly. DJ Khaled, 100% has been involved, and he's bisexual. I did a show called One Shot, and he was in Miami, and he was open with the guy that he was with.
That's Jonathan Hay right there. Damn, he said, golly, this is crazy. Hold on, stop the press. So Cali was at a show with his open man. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's nuts, yo. This is crazy. I gotta go back.
Safety.
There's no, I would say allegedly, if it was allegedly, DJ Khaled,
Send Momo
100%
too.
has been involved, and he's bisexual. I did a show called One Shot, and he was in Miami, and he was open with the guy that he was with. He was gay, and I don't understand what happens there, where, because nobody said anything to me like, hey, make sure you don't, go out and say this on record. Make sure you don't say this, da-da-da-da-da. So it's weird that would still be hidden. That seems like that should be a fact, that DJ Khaled, at least in 2016, was definitely bisexual.
Okay, and we're gonna.
And Jay-Z is without question bisexual.
Okay, I agree with you. I know. I
Jay-Z's mom is gay.
Jay-Z's mother?
Yeah, she's gay openly.
Okay. I'll have nothing against any person's preference, but in the industry, they like to hide this, specifically in hip hop. They're trying to make this normal now. They're trying to push it on so it can be more accepted.
Y'all also got to think, like we say, yeah, he could be making this up, but look him up, Jonathan. Hey, he was Boosie's publicist. He used to be Boosie's publicist. He was part of the Drake situation where they claimed that he was the one that leaked the whole thing to Pusha T, and he's got pictures of him with these people in the studio. I'm just saying,
within the hip hop community, but the reason why they would want to keep this from the public is because they're pushing this gangster, tough guy, manly of all men persona, and if it were to come out that they were not the manly of men. So I think that's the reason why they hide it. But I 100% believe that these people are bisexual, gay, and I believe that, like I said, the Freemasons, they don't see themselves as men. They see themselves as gods. That's what the 33rd degree literally represents. It represents enlightenment. It represents reaching the level of a god. And most people will say that God is genderless, even though in Christianity, God is a man, essentially a man type of being. But in the Kabbalist way that they look at these things, they see man and woman as one. It's called the great androgynine. If I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry. But it's alchemy in the sense where the femininity and the masculinity come together to create one being, which is a god. And that's literally what Masonry teaches. So I wouldn't be surprised if 90% of these people in the industry at the level of Jay-Z, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West, all of these people at the top, if they're into this kind of thing, because I personally believe, and I've personally proven hundreds of times, that you just cannot get to that level without being a part of that club. Would you agree with that?
I definitely would agree.
Great.
And listen, as you're saying this, and I'm thinking about the DJ Khaled situation, that TV show, it's on BET right now. It's called One Shot. And I left. There's like stories out there where I left One Shot. And I said that I left One Shot because I was reunited with my birth parents. And that's not really, I mean, that is the truth. But the reason why I left, because the whole was gay. RZA is bisexual. Sway Collins.
Whoa, pause.
Yeah,
pause.
he going in.
Oh no, white boy. Don't talk about the God.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
That's
Keep
the
it clean.
tune of the God, but
keep it clean. It's for content. Keep it clean, born. We know this content. We content create. We just bringing it out there.
I know.
Yes. Jeff. Hey, bro. I don't kill the messenger, bro.
Hey, listen. We all know better, man. When it's time to tell the truth, prove all things, show and prove. We already know this, man. We know these record execs since the 70s was into this stuff. Remember, we are over 45. So remember they used to say back in the day, when you don't sit on that audition couch, you might stick to it. You go in that audition room, that leather couch. We already know this, man. We listen, man. Brian Cox from Capitol Records, Ted Fields, Jimmy Iovine, all of. Matter of fact, I'll say this and I'll be back up. Y'all remember? Y'all remember when what's the name came out and told on everybody, tried to say he was old and crazy? Damn, what's his name? Tupac was dating his.
Momo B, hurry up. The head is taking off.
No, what's the guy named Tupac was dating his daughter?
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones. Remember Quincy Jones came out and blew the whistle, told everything?
Yep.
Like I don't, why we act like listen, in order to get to that level, I tell everybody that's watching, when y'all get a chance, when this stream is over, Google Michael Swift, a man named Michael Swift. It's called The Gay Revolutionary by Fordham University. It's in the Library of Congress. It's come out of Fordham University. It was written in 1987. The Gay Revolutionary, and that'll answer everything. Everything. It's right there. They don't even hide it. So I'll meet up right there.
Yeah, this is crazy. So again, we just playing it, and we gonna build from this. So let's go back to make sure we didn't. Oh, there she go. Salute. We got Momo in the building. What's up, Queen? Can you hear us, Momo?
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Salute.
Okay,
Salute.
what's up? Salute to all of you guys.
We just on here building, building, just giving content out here, seeing what the people think. Again, the whole Diddy thing, we already know as far as you can tell when you look at certain people, but like, even like George said, but just giving the content out to people and we breaking it down because I think this is crazy right here. What's your take on the whole thing?
I personally think, can you hear me?
No, we hear you.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I could go on forever. But it's a wrap for Diddy. And I like the whole bad boy crew, whatever's left. But I always rock with them for forever, since forever. So I get it, and I like it. But it's a wrap for him. And I want to say I feel bad for him because I feel bad because I got a lot of people that been in jail, went to jail, and still going to jail, and I feel bad for everybody. But sometimes you make your bed, and I don't understand why Diddy didn't get out when the getting was good.
Right.
And when I say that, I mean as soon as they took poor old Bill Cosby down, if I was doing any stuff that was above and beyond normal, I would have got out of Dodge. Because I didn't
you can't get out. You can't get out.
I never thought he was going to jail. But
no, it's the death do you part. You can't get out. And once you sign in, you in.
Yeah, he can't get out of there.
Can't get out of that.
I don't know, and I'm gonna listen after I finish speaking. But once you get in, you can't get it. This is not a gang. He's doing stuff on his own accord. It was happening in all his houses. He was doing those freak fests. And ain't nothing wrong with being a freak. Let me put that out there.
Right.
It ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you start doing the extra stuff, then when somebody that you see that's way above you or got money like you or got interest like you, when they go down, you need to get out. And that's what I would have did. I would have got out of Dodge. He didn't. He stayed around doing the most. I think people want to be the big man in charge. This one went down, that one went down, the other one went down. Why do you think you're so cute? You're going to stay in the game doing this? Look, you can freak off all you want to. I could have a whole freak show in my own house if I wanted to, and that would be my business. But this extra stuff,
yeah, you can't be going around having freak shows, abusing people, talking about we had fun, and people leaving with bloody mouths and holding running out of, like they said, allegedly Meek Mill. They said he was the one that was running out the house screaming that time. Said it was so bad, and then look at Usher. Usher got sent to the hospital.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's not your typical freak. That's extra. That's what I'm saying. If you're doing extra stuff, you need to get out while good, and he just stayed there doing whatever. And I don't know why he thought he was all that he just stayed doing it.
Yeah.
That's the part I'm talking about. Ain't no man above the crew. And this is my thing about Diddy. He's not even built to serve time like that. He's gonna try to get off, and he's gonna be naming names. And my name better not come at, because
Mama said she was at the pre-call.
no, but listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I could have been even if I was, if I was at one of Diddy's freak festivals, I'm gonna tell you this. They would have sectioned me off. I wouldn't have been allowed to go upstairs or downstairs or wherever the real stuff was happening. I wouldn't have been able to go in none of them parts of the mansion. I wouldn't have been.
You would have been way apart from there. Huh?
No, I wouldn't have been because I wanted to. They would have just kept me away from all that. Because number one, I'm not well known. I don't have millions of dollars. So I would have been a regular schmegler.
You would have definitely been the victim. You'd have been the victim.
No, I wouldn't have been no victim.
If you ain't got no money, you can't bring nothing to the table. You the victim. You served on the.
I'm just saying, I would have been in the regular room with the regular folks, trying to put my nosy ass trying to see what's going on, but they wouldn't have let me up there or down there, wherever it was. They wouldn't have let me there because I'm not qualified to be amongst them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not qualified. I don't have the credentials.
Right.
So I would have been in a regular place and leaving at a regular time. And I went to Diddy party. We had a great time. While everybody else was running around, getting beat up, getting bloody. I wouldn't have been one of them. Wouldn't have been.
Yeah, facts. So we gonna keep
on. Sprinkle that drink.
Yep, for real.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have messed with me.
Until they sprinkle that little side of your drink.
Yeah, for real.
Take the champagne. Take the champagne, Momo.
And you said we turned. Yeah, you be like, we turned up tonight. They're like, yep, you definitely gonna get turned up.
Yeah, but you know what? What else? That's what I'm talking about, the Bill Cosby thing, because back in Bill Cosby days, if you couldn't go to a Bill Cosby party, and that's why I had a problem with the Bill Cosby, because if you went and attended the little party, or little big, I don't know how big it was, but you knew you was getting drugged, or you knew there was a big chance of you getting drugged.
Nah, man, they was getting drugged.
They said it already.
They wanted to get high.
I'm telling you this, Bill Cosby, Red Fox, and
they was getting it in.
Homeboy name is. They even said it in their comedy shows that they was drugging.
Sammy Davis Jr. with the rat.
It was all
Pryor. They all said it in their comedy shows that it was drugging chicks.
Yeah, it was part, but that was part of the culture.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
why you think the culture changed?
But people don't realize, man. And like that's why I told everybody, listen, if you get a chance while you watch it, use your phone. Google "Gay Revolutionary" by Michael Swift. Just look it up, and it's going to tell you where toxic masculinity come from by Robert Stahl. It's going to tell you all these different things. Now, when you deal with Puffy and all these black people we naming, we got to go to who's cutting their checks. And once you get to who's cutting their checks, you find out the people that run all the programming industry. That's when you get to an operation called Operation Mockingbird. And these people are CIA operatives to come in and program the people to see a world through their lens. So they pay these people to persuade, to put you in the box. That's what they do. So once you signed in, ain't no getting out because you know too much. You're in. That's why Epstein, they got him on suicide watching. They got 2 cameras watching him, but he still turned up dead. And they say the cameras wasn't on when he so-called committed suicide. It's all bullshit. They protect themselves. So that's why Homeland Security went to his house, because like I said, these people are paid to create a narrative and an agenda in our communities for these other people's gain. So that's why you'll never see Jimmy Iovine or Ted Fields or Brian Cox or all these other names, Bruce and Grams. They're not going to get in trouble. They're above the pay grade. We on low level shit. Puffy was nobody.
Right. But
real.
You gonna know something. He's gonna be naming names too. And Jay-Z need to get out while the getting is good. Move to
too late. It's too late. Jay-Z already done.
Yeah, he
No,
done.
he's not done.
Well, we gonna see. Let's hear what this man got to say, because I know a lot of people ain't gonna like what this man say. He could be clout chasing, could be not, but that's for the audience. To salute to the panel, man. I appreciate y'all coming on here.
And listen, as you're saying this, and I'm thinking about the DJ Khaled situation, that TV show, it's on BET right now. It's called One Shot. And I left. There's like stories out there where I left One Shot. And I said that I left One Shot to be
salute,
because I was reunited with my birth parents. And that's not really, I mean, that is the truth, but the reason why I left, because the whole was gay. RZA is bisexual. Sway Calloway is bisexual. Who else was out there? DJ Khaled was bisexual. It was like one big, gay party that was all like closeted and like weird. That's why I left, because for the exact same things that you said, like people have their own preferences. People have their own beliefs. I know a lot of people. So I know a lot of, gay Christians. And then I know a lot of people like the church that my family started that would be like, there's no way that you could be a gay Christian. There's no way that you could be gay and also be a Christian at the same time. And I've done projects that are, supportive of LGBT, but it was all out in the open. The One Shot thing that I did with DJ Khaled and Sway Calloway and RZA of the Wu-Tang Clan was all so gay and also hidden, and it was annoying and it was so weird because it's everything that you're talking about. Just like, be gay. Like,
I'm going to say it again. He confirms that all of these people are bisexual. Also, Rick Ross, bisexual. Now, before somebody hop in the comment section and say, oh my gosh, why is that so important? Why do you all care so much about what another person is doing in the privacy of their own bedroom? Why do you care who they're attracted to? You all are missing the forest for the trees. This is not about if a person is really one way when they're another way. It's not about that. It's about what's the bigger picture here. If you got a person like Drake, if you got a person like Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, who, by the way, Jonathan Hayes says in this interview, it was open information that DJ Khaled was a bisexual man. He also says that Sway Callahan from Sway in the Morning is a bisexual man. He says that RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan is a bisexual man.
I don't believe that one.
He says that Jay-Z is a bisexual man. This is important to know for a few reasons. You have people in 2024 like Lil Nas X, like Frank Ocean. You have, I forget the other guy who was having beef with DJ Academics earlier this year. You have openly gay men who are in the industry. You say, well, in 2024, no one cares, but they do. Because I want you to just consider something. If you have people in the industry who are actually bisexual and have participated in bisexual situations like P. Diddy, he says that P. Diddy is bisexual, which I don't think is hard for anybody, especially a lot of you, I don't want to say simple-minded, but a lot of you people who don't look into things a lot deeper than just the physical and look at it from a spiritual perspective. I think it was obvious for years that this man was bisexual. But if you're in a time where people don't care and it's acceptable, but and you still choose to not be open about it publicly.
I know Lil Nas X is like, so like, I don't like any of his music, right? I don't, but he's out there in the open. And do you want to talk about like dark, wild stuff that he's promoting? Like, he seems like he's, satanic as they come. Frank Ocean.
You see, what you're mentioning though, that you're mentioning the people that they're putting in place to try to normalize this within hip hop.
Right.
You do see that, right?
Yes.
Lil Nas X, his purpose was to bring down that barrier. His purpose is to make it normal, not for the generations where you come from or the generations where I come from, because they're not going to turn. That's not going to work with them. But it's for the new generation that's emerging now.
But you aren't open about it in your music, and your music don't reflect that. In fact, your music, like a Jay-Z, has notoriously reflected the street lifestyle, gangster lifestyle, tough guy, promoting drug use, disrespecting women, the whole worldly lifestyle. If you got a person like Drake, who maybe for some of you it's a lot easier for you to believe that, but that's even interesting to think about, because even though Drake goes out his way to put on fingernail polish and all these different things that he's been doing, yet and still this man has never come out and said that he likes men, ever. Portrays himself to be a heterosexual man. What does that implicate? It implicates something deeper. And that's the validity, the credible argument that Freemasons run the industry. And Freemasons run the industry, and I'm under the belief that they run the country. It implicates something a lot deeper. And that's also something else they talked about in this interview.
At any moment, did you see any, do you know what the Freemasons are?
Yes.
Would you say that there's Freemasons involved in the music industry?
Yes.
Okay, see, that right there should prove to many people alone that you're being 100% honest, because most people in the industry aren't going to say that.
Right.
Most people in the industry are afraid of this question, or they act like they don't even know what the Masons are. Now,
but they show the symbolism so clearly.
Yeah, of course. And that's my next question. Do you believe people like P. Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, do you believe they're members of either the Freemasons or other occult organizations?
That's why I think Diddy's a one-on-one, because I don't really think that he was. He was like his own occult. And kind of like what you said, maybe he made somebody upset or something. Like Diddy's always been kind of like a lone ranger, a lone wolf, right?
He uses the same symbolism though.
Right, but Jay-Z, you're right. But Jay-Z, yes, 100%.
Okay, good. Are you a Freemason by chance?
No.
Okay, good. I just got it. These are the questions so that my audience would trust you, and you know this is important to know. Jay-Z is definitely a Freemason. Diddy is 100% a Freemason. His the same man that I was telling you about, the guy who was interviewed inside of the jail by the police. He was interviewed in a interrogation room, and he was interrogated. And this is literally what he said. He said P. Diddy, Rick Ross, and DJ Khaled. He said they're all gay, and he said that they're all a part of the Bole Masonic organization.
Diddy and Ross, which are good buddies. Okay, they're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross and Khaled, they're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I know you may or may not, I know you're gonna believe me. You have what's called the Illuminati. How do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
You know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
Which is essentially, it's a fraternity, a black fraternity within Freemasonry.
Another big thing to consider when you're listening to this person talk is...
So let's stop right there. We got Jai in the building. So what y'all think so far?
Man.
Peace to the gods and earth, the kings and the queens podcast. My God born. Peace to G, peace to Mo. How the chat be?
What up with you? What up with you? So,
maintain elevation back, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, this dude right here, man. So it's for the audience, what they really thinking. You know what I'm saying? Is he saying all this stuff about the buy stuff and Cali and I know it's touchy. They brought up the RZA and everything else.
Let me say something real quick.
Yeah,
I want to say something. Somebody has said something. I totally agree with him. We said. Hold on, let me go up, son. Let me go up. I'm finding for you real quick.
Salute.
Whites are homosexualizing blacks.
Right.
And that's what he's doing. It could be true. It could be true, but he probably had fantasies of being with these same black men.
That's right.
Feeling salute.
I don't know what that means.
I don't believe nothing from the bearer of bad news.
Okay, now elaborate.
Well, for one, when you mix truth with falsehood, it's easy to deceive the unknowing or unlearned ear. So yes, the black boule do exist. Yes, I believe that Puff is 100% a part of the black boule because of his educational path and his known affiliates. I have gotten into some discussions and some disputes with some people of that faction in our community, and they are direct. Some were classmates for the 14-month period they claim he was in school with them. Others are still affiliates based on their fraternity. However, the Black Boule is definitely prominent, especially in our communities. We see him in full action right now with the Democratic Party in this election. However, to associate the activity of Freemasonry as a whole, when that's really a deception. We know who run these industries, and it's not the Black Boule. The Black Boule is used by the real masters, the puppeteers behind the situation, to culture our activities in our communities towards their interest. So
Right.
yes, they do exist. However, the group is different and it's not as powerful as those behind them, as they ascend or aspire to be. So we should address that first while addressing the person that's speaking, because often we're too influenced in an emotional rant by our media to follow up and crucify our own. That's why I keep my mouth shut when a black man is on trial, because in Puff case, we know Puff has been at war for the last 2 years with this $1 billion company over $1 billion lawsuit, the third largest liquor distributor on the planet. And ever since then, he has been the guy that said no. Puff also created his own political party 6 years ago to combat Donald Trump. And that's something that we don't even look at or attend to. But Puff is an inner circle, and that inner circle has now chose him to be the sacrificial lamb, because there's a whole lot of more other people behind what's going on with Puff, man. And it ain't about them being exposed. It's about the devilment that's being expressed. And we looking at certain of these guys right now, full microscope. But remember, they did this to us before. Sometimes every election, when it don't work, when they kill somebody like Sonya Massey, they got to bring another distraction like Puff Daddy. But if you just go back and watch when they ever crucified our people, and a lot of people talking about Puff, all of that stuff Puff did wasn't illegal. And the stuff that they charging him with, the racketeering and sex trafficking charges, which is his actual charges, that's something that most of us is guilty of any day and every day, because we all done went from New York to New Jersey, from New Jersey to PA, from PA over to Jersey, got in a hotel with a woman after a club and had sex. That's the charges that they're actually accusing this man of. Just like they've done our past stars. But that's why I posted, when the stars of men fall from heaven, you know that the end is near. And that's what's happening, bro.
Right.
We put these people up in our lives as stars, not realizing that it's only we that give them the light. And that's all a mental illusion, because they ain't really shining when you're around them, nigga. They just regular people working the job.
Look.
Go
ahead, Momo. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to say this, because the brother said a lot of good points. He did. And I was trying to find a pen and to write it down, because I like to pinpoint stuff. But he said a lot of good points. And that's what a lot of us did a lot of stuff. But when they charge you with stuff, they're gonna charge you with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things and see which sticks. That's how it go. It go even that way in little charges. Like you get picked up off the street for carrying too much of this or that and other, and they want to pin everything on you. But that's how it go. We all know that. But there comes a time where you got to realize, yeah, he's guilty. I don't know if he's guilty of 9 charges, 10 charges, but yeah, he did 4 of them. But guilty is guilty. And I rock with them.
Right.
I rock with the whole bad boy P. Diddy thing. But there's going to come a time where me as a female is going to say, yo, you did wrong about that. You did wrong.
But
It's
I
like
would have.
people talk about me in the R. Kelly thing. And I'm telling you this. If I didn't have a daughter,
that's George.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Momo.
If I didn't have a daughter in my life, I I probably, and I'm telling you the truth,
Yeah.
I probably would still rock with R. Kelly because I don't have that. I didn't have that person, but I have a daughter, and that's why I can't rock with him because he was doing stuff that I felt in my heart, which was grimy, and I felt he didn't have to do that to these young girls. I can't rock with him. So with P. Diddy, they had charges on him about trafficking and all that stuff, but they ain't saying nothing about young girls. Now, catch this. I still not rocking with him because he just did too much for me. That's for me personally. I got my own opinions about anybody or anything, and I'm not rocking with him either. And that's just me. And people say, "Oh, you support him still because you support Bad Boy Entertainment." Look, he got Mary, he got Mace, he got Black Rob. He got all these people under his wing that I still would listen to their music, but I ain't rocking with Diddy no more.
I got a question, sis.
I'm not rocking with Diddy. And when R. Kelly, he wrote songs for this person, that person, you still supporting him, quote unquote, because you still listen to all these people's music. I don't care about all these people's music. I'm just not messing with him. That's my thing. I'm not messing with him. I don't listen to R. Kelly music no more. And I loved him. I think he's cute and everything. I love him, but I can't not, me personally, I can't support him.
Because you think he's cute for a penny?
What?
You think he's cute for a penny, huh?
No, he's cute, period.
I got a question. I got a question, right? I got a question for the panel.
I don't rock with him because I don't like what he did. And just like Diddy, I don't even know. Like the charges still come and everything. But certain things I can't rock with. And that's just it.
Hey,
and
bro,
I don't look, I'm just one person. I'm one person out of millions.
I got a quick question though. Like what is he guilty of?
Let George make a speak because he about to run out.
Yeah, and then you can speak after that.
Trendy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, George.
What's up, Ja?
Peace, my brother.
I real quick because I gotta take my son to basketball practice. I'm just gonna say, listen, we gotta be careful with the white man's media. We know what Elijah Muhammad told us. Be careful in the white man's cameras. You know, in his media, he used his media to blame our community for the crack and heroin epidemic. Nixon was caught on video. I mean, on phone conversations talking about that. They always use their media to sway certain things. That's why I told y'all to look up Operation Mockingbird. Most of these people that's on CNN and that's on these news stations are former either military or CIA operatives. They all promote and propagate the same thing on all their stations. And a lot of times we scream white supremacy, racism, but as soon as the media constantly use their machine to tell you something, people believe it. Now with Puffy, I'm against him because the black community for the last 30 years have been against him for stealing publishing and doing a bunch of janky shit to his people. But when it comes to the media, they keep showing Cassie rolling that Cassie video 24/7, rolling it on where he not even charged with that, and it happened in 2016, and they covered it up and kept it secret. I wouldn't believe nothing the media say after that.
He paid her.
I believe
her. That's why she shut up.
But that's not even the point. If he paid her, this is the point I'm making. The police and the feds had that video, and they decided because he was still protected, because he was doing the bidding of the higher powers, and so they decided to bring him down. Homeland Security run into his crib. Homeland Security, that's not a case for Homeland Security unless he has some videos of some powerful people.
Well, it has to have. The Homeland Security gets involved when dignitarians and stuff. Remember, Prince allegedly in the first Lil Rod thing, they had Prince Harry and stuff in that indictment. The first one.
But like George just said, Homeland Security isn't involved in a sexual act or crime.
I'm gonna put this last part in. I'm gonna close out here. I'm gonna close out right here. So remember, y'all, Clive Davis is 91 years old. He's had his influence in the music industry for 65 years. He's never been brought to the carpet for all the wicked, grimy stuff he's done. We done seen Prince come on an album cover in 1979 with Do Me Baby naked. Butthole, booty ball, butthole naked. We saw Rick James and a lot of these even what's the comedian we all love of the 70s, Richard Pryor, when he talked about him and Paul Mooney. This stuff has been going on forever. It's part of the Babylonian culture and the sex magic that they practice. So when you sign a contract to do their bidding, and they actually use you as the face of something to push the agenda, do Operation Mockingbird, there's no getting out of it. That's why they did what they did. That's why they did what they did to Dr. King. They killed not only him, they killed the mother and the brother and left the father alive. And look up the Kennedy. So this thing is bigger than what it's bigger than, it's a higher level conversation that trickles down to what you see on the ground, and they influence your way of thinking. I ended there.
Okay.
Already.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you too. And I want to say, I just want to say this. He's right. There was a bunch of people that did this before. So, and it's going to be a bunch of people who's going to do it after Diddy or whoever's the last one. It's a lot of people that's doing this type of stuff. And they
but Momo, you just basically saying why he do the extra. If you know that's what they doing, why you keep that? Like they say is if you know like Diddy, if you know that Andre Harrell and them is doing that stuff, you don't keep going back unless you want to go back.
But because nobody, just like the drug game, nobody think they're gonna get caught or they're gonna keep making money until they get caught. I know a lot of people in the drug game now. This sex trafficking stuff, this freak off parties, I'm not into that, all that, like that. But I know enough about the drug game, and I still question drug dealers. Why you have all this stuff in your house? Why you got all the money in your house? Because I don't trust nobody. You need to get it out your house when you lay down, because everybody know where you are. So why you keep doing it like that? And it goes on and on and on. The same stupid people get arrested for the same stupid shit. I'm like, what? I'm telling you this. If I was a drug dealer, I would have
allegedly.
No, I'm saying
for entertainment purposes only. I'm trying to get ad revenue for entertainment purposes.
Well, if I were one for I wouldn't keep all this stuff in my house. They keep doing it. They keep doing it. I know people that had a lot of stuff in their home, and I'm like, allegedly, I know people. They had a lot of stuff in their home. I'm like, why did you could have sent it to me?
I'm on Tekashi 6ix9ine. Don't start.
I can't understand why people do that and rock like that. And
come on, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Don't start at Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Just like the Diddy thing. Why do you have all these videos in his house? Like, why do you set yourself up like that? Sometimes you get busted on the low, like, oh, well, shoot, I ain't know. And sometimes you just a fool, because I would never have all that evidence against me in my house. I don't understand that part. And now, if anybody gonna tell me why that's a good thing to do, I want to hear it.
Nah, it's a good point. You're making a good point. I appreciate everybody. So I'm gonna finish this out. Then I'm gonna let everybody. I want to hear the rest of this tape, and then we're gonna end this thing out.
Certain things in place. If anything happens to me, these other things will take place.
Going back to the Drake situation, I also feel that Drake might have had something to do with what happened to you, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that Drake would want to retaliate against you because of what you're saying now?
No.
Why do you say that?
Because it's too much out in the open at this point. And I know too much, and I've told his representatives, like, if anything were to happen, other stuff is going to happen to reveal information. I know too much. I got exposed to too much information with text messages and videos and voice notes recording and everything else that I didn't ask for any of that, information. I didn't ask for any of that stuff. So I'm not worried about Drake. I'm not worried about Jay-Z. I'm not worried about any of these people anymore.
Why not?
And
Because
oh,
I realized that my mother told me a long time ago, if I'm not using my gifts to glorify God, then I'm never going to be truly blessed. So I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And this has happened organically. And these interviews have happened organically. And these things have happened organically. I wasn't seeking any of this. This has just happened because this is what God is pushing me to do. And that's not only what I feel, that's what I know, because it's happening, right? So I'm not scared of that at all.
Okay.
If I would, I wouldn't be speaking.
That was beautifully said.
So in this interview, as groundbreaking as the things that he talks about in this interview is, he doesn't even share everything. He's not even for sure Drake's done it.
All right. So, what y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? It's a lot to unravel.
Too much. I think he's talking too much, and he need to shut up. Why I'm saying this? I'm not scared of this. I'm not scared of that. I know this happened. I know that happened. But I'm talking now because God.
That mystery God gonna
Man,
get
he
your head cut off.
lying. He lying. He lying. He just lying. That's all.
I don't
Everything
like
he said is a lie.
I don't like to say God in the
He's
same
lying.
sentence, and I don't like to say God in the same sentence and start cursing. But
Right.
I'm just repeating what he said. He said God can do this and that.
Yo,
lying.
His God is gonna get his head cut off.
Yeah, because I mean,
he don't even have a real God. Everything he doing is a deception. Just like the lie. He just lying to be in front of the camera, be another person in front of the camera. Just like the other guy. They want to push their agenda on the emasculation of the black man. This has always been the Caucasian's culture. This has never been our culture. And they're trying to enforce that upon us as a society, just like they did amongst themselves in Greece and in Rome and in France, and they still living like that. And it's now is here. Their grandchildren are now pressing that culture on us. So you get these liars that come around and preach all of this BS, and we be so emotionally stupid to believe the media or what people say. But once you demonize a man's image, he's done. People will kill him easily.
But let's go to. But
I'm gonna demonize his own image, man. Stop always taking up that.
Nah. We are demonizing it because you don't know if he's guilty or not.
He is guilty.
See? Bro, how he guilty when he just got arrested?
Did you see my video? Did you see my video earlier today when on
that's why I asked the question.
Stern?
That's why I asked the question. He got arrested for sex trafficking and racketeering. What that got to do with the Cassie stuff and all of that stuff? See, it's what you call gaslighting, or even Hey, all I'm saying is before we condemn, and what's wrong with having lubricant? You got some. Everybody got some. Everybody got some. Niggas stop acting like what he doing. Stop acting like what he doing. You know, when you get to that, he cipher stuff. That's something different. But all of that other stuff, if you ever had money or been around niggas with money, you done did that stuff too. So stop playing, bro.
Okay,
we gotta act like been in the bed with more than one woman.
Calm down. You don't need a thousand.
Yeah, maybe
right or wrong, boy.
Not the other men.
I said none of that. I already said none of that. He cipher, monkey cipher. But I'm saying this though. All of us that say he's guilty of what we're looking at. We all done had spats with women. We all done been across state lines with women in hotels, knowing that when we left the club, we was gonna have sex. All of that stuff done happened. This is the stuff he's being accused of.
He wasn't with no. Hold on, y'all. He wasn't with no girls doing all that cross state lines. He's with a bunch of little boys.
Hey, like I said, that's to be determined and proven. But when we take somebody's word on face value, and then you find out later after they acquit Bill Cosby for the crime that they committed him against, then we're looking stupid, like the niggas that got used to crucify their own. Man, look. All I'm saying is this: never say a black man is guilty until it's been proven. Not what the media say. The media lie all the time to influence you to buy shit that you don't even like, need, or want, like McDonald's.
Oh,
So believing the media is something different than what's real. And all I'm saying is that we can speak to condemn so quickly.
So you saying
we don't question what's
saying,
real.
hold on. So you
this
saying
guy look like the fat bastard from the goddamn movie.
Listen, John. Hold on, John. Are you telling me it's not real? It's not real that Usher went to the hospital?
Yeah, Usher say he went to the hospital.
Yeah,
See,
so you talking
see,
shit.
yeah. If Usher said he went to the hospital because Diddy, if Usher said he went to the hospital because Diddy did something to him, then that's Usher's claim against Diddy. Now you got that. Pull that footage up, because that's what I'm talking about.
You want me to get the footage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull up Usher saying that Diddy did something to him and sent him to the hospital.
I believe
I didn't say Diddy. I didn't say Diddy person, but even Gene. Shout out to Gene
let's
Deal.
not insinuate. See, look, let's not insinuate.
Gene Deal said that.
What Usher said? Yo, John, can you let people talk, John? You cut everybody off, bro.
No, don't say that, because I let everybody been talking for a minute. Cut it out.
No, you did.
Go ahead.
I want to talk this to be nice and brief. Ja seen, because I couldn't read it. But anyway, Ja, since I know his name and I'm speaking to you directly, you sound like a man of your word. And you sound like somebody who talks what they believe. And I know what that sound like, because I'm that type of person.
Right.
However, you just spitting. He got charges. Oh, we can't believe the white people. We can't believe the gay people. We can't believe the black people. We can't believe the black people. We can't believe nobody but you. And that's not.
I had a lot of charges too. When I got arrested.
We're not talking about sexual charges.
Yeah, we're not talking about. She talking about something different though, John. She just breaking it. Go ahead, Mama.
She talking about hyperbole.
When I appreciate everybody's opinions, but when we shouldn't judge him, condemn him. Yeah, we can. Off the facts we heard already. Nobody know what's coming 2-3 weeks later. Nobody know. But off the facts we hear right now, we can make our own opinions and judgments and roll like that. And just because Ja is a P. Diddy fan with his baby oil, don't mean we all gotta be down with the crew. Like, I'm just saying.
No, I'm a black fan. I'm a black fan, sis. I'm a black fan, sis. I'm a black man, sis. I'm a black fan, sis.
And that's
I'm a black fan. I believe in preserving the culture of respect to black people, so that we don't crucify our own for them.
That's cute.
Like we like Negroes on the porch in slavery, sitting on the porch, can't wait to whip the nigga that ran away from the plantation. Like that's who we are right now, like cannibals. Like for our own flesh.
That's how we are.
Hey, that's what it is.
Let's not use too much. Hold on. What I'm saying is, let's not use too much. Let's not use too much of the things, so we don't get the.
I'll let you rock.
I'm just saying this, Cross. I'm just saying this, Cross. From one black man to another black man, right? When we speak about our people, bro, like Puff is one of us. Let's stop acting like that, first of all. So to them, we all look alike. Hold on, sis. Hold on for 1 second, sis. Hold on for 1 second, sis. Hold on. See, every time I say something in depth, every time I say something in depth, it seems like it's for long. It's not. It's just for a moment. All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this, bro. All I'm saying is this, bro. From one brother to another sister and brother.
Yeah.
Isn't it time that we always should wait until we see tangible factual evidence before we crucify and railroad our own for the sake of the others that they come against? We didn't have this entity before he got into a fight or said too much to Massa. And it's the same thing when what's the name wouldn't give up his publishing rights. It's the same thing when Cosby wouldn't give up his land. We gotta stop crucifying our people before they are even found guilty in a court of law, not the court of public opinion.
Hey, John,
true.
You got a question.
Let me say that one question. Diddy said in the interview before that videotape came out, I never put my hands on Cassie. I would never hit her like that.
Right.
Before that videotape came out, he said he didn't do it.
That's what he said.
Right.
2 days later, that video came out.
Right.
Hold on.
Hold on. The same question, Born. The same question.
We're gonna put everybody on the front. Hold on, because everybody get their chance. Let me go ahead.
Let me land this. He said he didn't beat Cassie's ass, right? A couple of weeks before that videotape came out. And then he got with that fake apology. He said, I ain't take no booty from them boys. The boys took the booty from me. And the next thing you know, he got 1,000 bottles of baby oil, your lubricant in his house. I didn't threaten the people. Then why you got them AK-47 Russian M16s with the serial numbers came off? Either you're going to give up the booty or I'm going to blow your brains out. Come on, man.
Let me let Ja. There you go, Ja. It's your time. Go ahead.
Born, I'm not saying that. Born, I'm not saying Puff is innocent. Neither am I saying is Puff guilty. What I'm saying is that allow Puff to walk his trial, that he has to walk without the condemnation of his people, ridicule and crucifying him in the public court of opinion. That's my point, bro. Every time we have anyone, and as soon as they come against him, when we hear he's been amongst us for 30 some years living this lifestyle, we ain't say shit to him until they come against him. So can I speak, please, just for a moment?
Go ahead.
I just want to say this. When you look at the Cassie and his situation, which we get so emotionally stupid and intoxicated over, that is not one of his charges. They just did that to emotionally enrage us, so we're emotionally incited to speak like this. But we all know that we as men, if your ass is over 40 years old and you've been in relationships with women, you done had a conflict with a woman that has resulted in the physicality. So we don't know. In simple or logical defense, as a defense attorney, I would address the fact that we haven't addressed what happened prior to the camera catching him kicking her. Because just like Ray Rice's wife spit in his face and punched and slapped on him twice before he got into the elevator, and he responded to her with a slap that knocked her out. They crucified him and took everything from him, from what they seen on camera. However, they ignored prior to what was happening to Ray Rice. And when we have women that are not wise in their behaviors, we have to question that as well. We have to question that as well. Sis, I'm not questioning you. I'm not questioning you. I'm questioning Cassidy for remaining with a man that's like that if he was so abusive as we seen on camera. That's my point.
And if she did, that means she should get beat the fuck up.
If you hit someone, you get hit back. If you violate someone, you get violated back. We don't know what that was. We don't know what that was. See, that's my point.
Hold on,
let's be logical with it.
Hold on, we're gonna switch it around. Let Momo go. It's Momo time. Go ahead, Momo.
First of all, I want to talk. I don't know who said whatever, but if you white, black, to me personally, I don't care what the color is. I don't care about none of that. So let's make that be clear. If you gay or not, you want to run around. I think that was a video I watched. You want to run around with whoever, whatever, however. I don't care about none of that. People's going to be people. They're going to do what they want to do. That don't make you outrageous and crazy and doing those extra stuff. So they brought up the gay stuff, they brought up the color stuff. You know, you could bring everything you want to bring up, you could bring up. That stuff don't matter to me. But when you start holding people against their will, drugging people, raping people, doing all, that bothers me. That's the part that bothers me. And beating up people. Oh, she never complained. Oh, she deserved this. I'm gonna tell you this from Momo B's mouth. Don't put your hands on me. because it's gonna be a whole different situation. And this is where stuff goes from left to right, because we could be arguing all day, we could be fighting all day, we could be discussing politics, religion, anything that gets people riled up. Don't put your hands on me.
KONJBTV, salute, man.
Don't put your hands on me, because now it's going to turn to a whole different conversation. Oh, why didn't she tell this when it first happened? I don't know why people just sit there and get beat the fuck up day after day. And I can't tell you that I would ever know, because I'm not that type of chick. But people do it. I know people that do it, that going through it right now. And I'm like,
Right.
yo, you need to get out. But that's not me. But that's not something. Oh, she should have said this before. She should have said this.
Hold on. So I got something to say now. I'm gonna ask y'all this question right here. So the question I got for the panel, and before we get out of here, is why would he bring up? Man, he talked about a lot of people. And we saying okay, he was hating some that he's trying to do all this other stuff. The question I got is why would he said the RZA, right? Jizza. Why would he use the Jizza? What is the whole purpose of that? I just want to see what y'all like.
He said the RZA. And like I said, when you see,
I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead, John.
When you see every prominent black man that does something, bro, in the face of our people, but more so in either collusion or contest with them, and when we say them, we know who them are. Our counterparts in the society. Every time one of us rise to prominence, bro, these same people create these platforms of countenance to our so-called greats, our stars. So it's no figure. It's no. You want to get some clout, you start naming the people in what? Hip hop. Where's the prominent big stars in hip hop? Hip hop is something that we generated and created. And I wanted to just add this. Our people sit around here on these platforms. We talk all of this stuff about how detesting all of this abuse is. But we just got them 17 little hats in New York that got convicted for child sex trafficking just recently. There's no media outcry. There's no outlash against that community. They still running around running New York in every aspect from stock market to real estate. They still doing what they were doing, but we all know they just got convicted or arrested and indicted for running a child sex trafficking ring. And we didn't flinch. That's my point. We didn't flinch. But when the media rings the alarm and puts the spotlight on one of us, we run in. We should have.
Hold on for a minute, John. I just want to respond. Benny, they're not being selective on picking the words. Some of the words on here is sensitive because this is a moderated channel on the YouTube part. So again, I'm trying to put some of your stuff on there. I see that you're trying to get the response, but at the same time, I can't put certain things on there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just throwing that out there for you. Again, ain't nobody blogging you or nothing like that. Again, this is content. So I know what you're trying to do. And at the end of the day, we want to keep it, at the same time, getting some understanding too. All right.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So I'm gonna let Momo get at it now.
So I want to say this. This job, brother, I'm sure
You know
smart.
Jack already.
Well, okay, I know him. This brother that I don't know, but I do know. Okay.
Many times. You argue with him every time you're on live.
That's all right. Let Momo go, man. Let her go, man. Let her land. Let her land. Go ahead, Momo. You said this job guy again.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, he says a lot of good things, and I appreciate and understand most of it. Yeah. And I don't have to understand everything he say. He don't have to understand everything I say. And we're not going to turn this into an argument. But I just want to say two things, and I think I forgot one because that's what that's why I be trying to jump in before I forget. But one thing he said, I think it's the last thing he said, but I don't remember what that was. But anyway, a lot of people want to put white against black. If you delete all. Let's say we woke up tomorrow and no white people was on the earth. You think this would be a better place to live? Nope, it wouldn't. And I look, I asked the question, I answered it. It would not. But let's say if that happened, John, my brother, do you think it would be a greater place to live?
Yes. Hey, Momo. I love that question because I used to ask it in reverse to a lot of people. First, I want to. I'm glad that you answered the question.
You going in and out, John.
Right away. It was the first. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now, Cross?
Yeah. That was a good one.
I wanted to say that. I wanted to say I'm glad Momo answered. I appreciate the fact that she answered that question so vehemently in denial that she wouldn't be the type of woman that would allow a man to do that, because that's a part of the equation concerning Cassidy, that when we look at a man doing that, regardless of whether it was in retribution to what she did or not, when your mindset go to that point, a woman that's not the first time. You understand? So she stayed there around in that midst of that chaos for a reason. And that's something we got to be responsible for. Yeah, we got to be responsible for that. But to answer the question, yes, Momo, I would love that condition, because I ask people all the time, what would happen if white people woke up in America and there was no black people here?
That's not. Just answer my question first.
But yes, I would be very happy if it was just us. If I woke up, if we were just here.
Well, guess what? Us wake up in the projects and there's no white people around.
Yeah. But guess what? If it was just us here, if it was just us here, there would be no projects.
Wake up in the project.
Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold on, Momo. There you go. We got to give my man. Come on, boy.
We got to get off here because people got to go to work in the morning. Yeah. So what I was saying is, I'm getting tired of men keep not just jazz. A lot of men in the chat too. Y'all keep letting what this dude done and has been doing go like it's a mistake. He's been doing it for years, since 2009, 2024, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 times. You probably slip something in somebody's drink so they can get right. But you ain't gonna do that shit from 2009 to 2024 after you already got the video out on you.
Right.
Unless you're an arrogant, egotistical asshole.
Right.
Period, man.
Right.
Stop.
Yeah. Who let somebody do that?
Hold on. Listen, bro. Listen. We can't keep defending men because they're black. Black don't mean you're righteous.
Right. Exactly.
Black don't mean you're righteous, man.
Exactly.
I never said that, Born. I never said that, Born. I'm just saying. I'm not. See, now you saying I'm defending them.
Exactly. Listen.
See that?
What I'm saying, listen. Yeah, listen to me. I said you don't know this man. You know me. You know I don't know who. That.
I don't know who.
You don't know Diddy. You don't know Diddy like you know me. Do you,
bro? You know. Hold on, bro.
You know I'm talking about. You don't see. You don't show with Diddy. You don't go out with Diddy.
Right. Hold on.
Right.
That was a lifetime ago. In a 3-year period of employment, subcontracting with Bad Boy Records, never had none of that bullshit that people saying, which is what I'm saying. I'm speaking of. Hold on, Born. Let's correct that. I'm just saying let's correct the fact that we address. Let it be on record that while I worked at Bad Boy Records, while I worked in conjunction with Bad Boy Records from Def Jam Records, I never witnessed none of that stuff. He was always a respectful, upstanding dude to me and my team. So let that be on record. That's why I'm speaking from this position. I'm not speaking of position of defense because I don't know what the hell he done did.
Right.
But like I said, allow the process to go through without us as black people condemning him already because we don't know. And like I don't know, you don't know.
Mad? Why you mad at people?
I'm mad at how we being used as a tool by the media to demonize his name before he get a fair day in court. You feel me? Like he go to court, ain't nobody gonna say nothing because his name already done. And that's my, they didn't do that to those 17 little hats. That's my point. And we didn't do it to them. So if we could put the same energy towards everybody.
The little hats don't got nothing to do with them.
Hold on. But hold on. Who you think he laying down with? Who you think he laying down with? Who you think Clive Davis is? Who do you think Clive Davis is?
They ain't just laying down with white men. He laying down with black men too.
What? Man, Clive Davis ran through the industry, bro. Us, our people. Whitney Houston on down the bluff.
He like BBCs. He like, give me a BBC. You want BBC?
I tell you this. I tell you this, my brother. All I'm saying is let the courts handle that before we say that he's guilty. That's all.
You know what?
They got us saying it.
The cute thing about Ja is I would rock with him if I was on an island and he was representing.
You already know, Momo. You already know.
I would rock with him for real. I would. But sometimes
that's what I said. But when it come to this shit right here, you're right, Momo. Him offline.
Yeah,
totally chill person, but boy.
However,
he
don't know how to let nobody else have their own opinion, and he don't know. He just want to talk about the earth and the trees and the blueberries. Like, it's okay. I love it. But you can't just take up for anybody just because they're black all the time.
Hey, Momo, I'm not taking up for him. I'm trying to take up for us.
You are.
That's the mistranslation. That's the miscommunication right there. I'm saying this. I'm just trying to take up for us.
Do you really?
I'm just trying to take up for us. I had the same spirit. Hey, Telecross, I had the same spirit for Kanye, right?
Ride with Diddy.
Yeah.
Are you really riding with Diddy? Because
no, hell no. I don't know what Diddy. I don't know what Diddy. What Diddy doing? I don't know what Diddy doing.
Answer the question. Let me ask it before you answer it. Are you really gonna ride with Diddy? Because it sounds like he's black.
Momo.
But if you want to ride with him because you don't think he did it, you think he's innocent of all these charges, or you just riding with him because he's a black man, you on Black Panther Party problems? Like, what are you saying? Because you keep bringing up the American people and the black people. I just want to know where you stand for real.
Right. I stand with justice. So if Puff is guilty of whatever he's being accused of, then allow the process, the administration of actual justice. What really matters.
We gotta wait till we talk about it.
Well, let me answer it. I'm just saying that
we gotta wait until he gets served.
No. We can talk about it. But let's not speak about it with such condemnation. Let's speak about it from a real justified or universal aspect, as if he's really guilty of something. And I've said this about R. Kelly. If you're really guilty of something, instead of the trumped up charges that they have given you, then let's address that. And being that we haven't addressed this activity or so-called reputation beforehand, we shouldn't be as pumped up to address it when they address it. You understand? Because that's what's happening now. So now that they're fighting him, let them fight him and let him fight them. And let us reserve our the courts, the government, because he's dealing with the feds. So let's us reserve our condemnation and just speak about it.
Go through the court.
All right, man. All right.
I'm just saying
I hate to cut us off, man. I know my man's got to go. We're gonna shut this down, man. Y'all check in tomorrow. It's gonna be another one. Born might not be on it for all y'all to check Born out, but he will link it. If I go live, he'll be linking it, so y'all can still come into it. I still post it and stuff. But we gotta.
It depends on what time we go live. If we go live, hold on. If we go live tomorrow, I take lunch at about 11 o'clock, 11:15. If we go live around that time, I will be on the live then. I don't know how long I'll be up there, but I'll be up there. My lunch is like an hour, so you know.
Yeah, and if not, y'all come over here. You can check out the Plug Podcast by Cross Your Heart. That's where we at. Again, the King of New Jersey will be over there too as well. We got Momo in the building. I appreciate you, Queen, for coming in and blessing the panel. And we got Ja, my brother Ja from the Mind of Ja, man. This was a great one, y'all. So, like I said again, man, a lot of stuff gonna go down. And we're going to keep on digging. I'm going to keep on digging just for us to have something to talk about.
Yep. And I'm gonna keep on digging too, because I got things. I got other things coming up too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, peace to the 5% nation of God's and nerves.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
All right. Peace to the 5% nation of God's and nerves. Salam alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Rahmatullah. All the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King of New Jersey. This is BTBTV with my brother Cross the Plug Entertainment. CEO, big CEO, yo. And like I said before, we ain't no Bloods or no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBTV that started its own thing with nigga Ross.
It's the Plug Podcast, hey. Yo, you already know. Watch how this shit drop. Yeah. Man, we've been doing this for quite some time, and we're gonna keep on keeping on, you know. Oh, get with it or stay away from it. But either way, we going to the top. Can't even afford coming over. I pay the price since it's unimportant. So unimportant. I don't need you in my life. I feel like I'm cross. I put that on God. Feeling like the top. Feeling like the king. Everything you peep, it ain't really what it seems. Traveling, seeing all the world's problems. Trying to tell you how we get it and how we can solve them. I'm on the top flight now. I came from the